Guys, I'm Fozzie, and welcome to another bad movie, Faceoff. Wait, well, you might think that I like revenge movies because I like villains getting comeuppances and stuff. Well, I would say there's good movies, revenge movies, such as Collateral, and such as like that one movie with Nicole Kidman, where she gets killed on the ice to die for. And I'd even say a good movie where the character is Kindergarten Cop, but a really good revenge movie. But like, then there are those ones like Death Wish and I Spit on Your Grave. I tend to stay away for. Don't worry though if you like either of those things. I'm not going to do a slam against them. No, instead I'm going to compare a couple of revenge movies I came across that I tend to think are supposed to make you laugh, that like I got nothing out of. And those ones are Wieners and Joe Somebody. And I'm going to do these reviews from here now a different way. I'm going to start by comparing the inspiration, the plot, the cast, the producing, and the story as a whole. Let's go on and look over at, first of all, at the inspiration. Well, as far as I know, both of these films were original projects. So I guess there's not really much to say about these. Since though somebody is supposed to teach a lesson, I'm gonna give the gold medal to Wieners for this one, for being bad as far as the registration. Okay, what about the plot? Well, the plot of Wieners is like, this guy goes on the show, on this show, right? A Dr. Phil show, and then when he goes on it, he ends up getting humiliated, losing his girlfriend. Then his friends Doug and Cam, played by Kenan Thompson, and by Zachary Levi, go across country to take revenge against the psychologist. Now you do for a while get a pretty good story about what's going on, but at the same time though, just like everything that you wait for ends up not being what you can expect, and like he sort of got a bit comeuppance. Now like, as far as Joe Somebody, in this one gets beat. Joe, played by Tim Allen, gets beat up in front of his daughter, and this causes him to get revenge on the bully, played by Patrick Warburton, while his daughter and love interest tells him fighting's not the answer. It's a pretty lame story, and though I think it's a good lesson, I find it bad. So, since I did get a pretty good laugh, and on the way in Wieners, they do meet all these goofy people, so I I did get, I think, a good laugh out of this, and just can't watch it because of all the bad things that I'm so. I'm gonna say the winner of the war's plot goes to Joe Somebody.
I would value them at 2 to 2.
Okay, what about the cast? Well, okay, well, Kenan is always funny on Saturday Night Live, right? And even in real life, right? He's not so really, but like, I don't know though. Well, I do find him, and I do find him funny in this, so I'll give him some credit. Zachary Levi and Franz Kranz also are funny too, and we even get a good cameo from Jenna McCartney. So I guess I could give the film that, I think. And Dale Hammond is pretty good though, despite I don't like the character. Tim Allen can be funny, but he's not very funny in this movie. And I don't usually got much to say bad about Patrick Warburton. I always think of him as putty, and he's just not. And whenever I see this character, I just think of putty. So I'm gonna say, and I also don't really care for Hayden Panettiere. Everyone else is pretty much a background actor, so I'm gonna say the winner of the worst casting is gonna be none other than Joe Somebody. Okay, well, what about though the production company? Well, you know, I don't really see, as far as I know, I think Mark Stillman, the producer of Wieners, barely, I think, from what I can see, has made little since then. Even I think since he's trying to make, he really isn't it, I think. I also feel like this movie could have been good as a skit, rather than like a whole hour and 40 minutes movies. And I just don't feel like he tried enough. And like, as far as Joe Somebody, that's a pretty lazy script too. But like, at the same time though, I don't know, I feel like they were trying with like somebody, and they didn't, no pun intended, and they didn't do it. However, John Paskin still did a good job directing, and I tend to see him everywhere. So, Wieners wins this round. But what now? Here's the important question. What one wins as a plot? Well, I don't like the lesson in Joe Somebody. I know what its lesson is, but like, I don't know. I don't feel like the bully in it becomes any less of a bully after watching it. And while it's a pretty cheesy-ass comeuppance you get in Wieners, I could still laugh at that. So, but despite this, I still really am still seek vengeance at Wieners, so Wieners win. So thank you guys. Arrivederci.